Hello, this is Danielle with Rallybound, and this tutorial is going to be focused on the fundraiser's headquarters. Now, the view that I'm on right now is if I had just gone to a page and I had submitted the registration. I wanted to walk you through from the very beginning. After I have submitted my registration, I'm going to be taken to the fundraiser's headquarters. Now, this pop-up that appears is what we call the HQ Startup Guide. The tasks that are within the Startup Guide are managed by the administrator in the back end. We have another tutorial regarding that, so if you have questions, you can reference that. But here I'm going to be asked as a fundraiser to address the couple of items that are really going to spearhead my fundraising efforts, including having a personal URL. So I'm just going to enter a name, create my URL now. It will say OK. And so what you will see at this point is that task that was prompting me when I first logged in is now crossed off. But I have all of these other tasks that are right here on the right-hand side of the screen of activities for me to complete. And these are called HQ tasks. You can rephrase them, rename them, but they are tasks that we ask for the fundraisers to complete because it will help to make their fundraising efforts more complete. It will make their page look better, and it will put them in a better position to be involved in the fundraising activity. Now, all of these tasks that we have, update your goal, can be addressed by just clicking on the specific task, entering amount, and going through the list. You as an administrator will have the option of dictating what these are. A couple of ones that I want to point out that are notable are the create or join a team. If you have quick registration, this is where your registrants will go to either say they're a solo fundraiser or if they want to start a new team or join an existing team. They would be able to start a new team. This will make them the team captain, or they can search for a team that already exists and then they will be able to join that team. Another item that is important to point out is update account details. Now, this isn't important if you're using detailed registration, as this information is already found or captured within detailed registration. But if you're looking to capture address and contact information for your fundraisers and you're using the quick registration form, this is important because it allows the opportunity for that information to be captured, but not in a way that's prohibiting them from entering it before registration is complete. Now, once all of these are done, which fingers crossed they always will, then what they're going to want to look at to help them with their fundraising is the items that are on the left hand of the screen. Now, they have reports that they can look at. My fundraising report, this is going to give visibility to them in terms of how much money they've raised, the donors that have made donations to their campaign. They have the ability to download this information as a CSV. From this view, they also have the option of entering an offline donation, which they also have a task that guides them to do that, specifically from this list on the left-hand side. And the offline donations are for check or cash donations. Let's say that my grandma sent me a donation for $100. I would enter this information. I would put the donation type, whether it was a check, cash, or pledge, and then I would, I guess it was $500. My grandma's very generous. Then I would submit the donation. It would say thanks, and then I would have the option as the fundraiser to submit another donation. Let's say that I wanted to enter all of them at one time. I would be able to stay on the same screen to do so. Here under my fundraising report, I will see the donor information about her. Now, the status of this is going to be pending, and the reason why is that all offline donations are in a pending state until they've been verified by an administrator, and that's something that would need to be done on the back end. You'd be able to come into the transactions and verify donations. Now, if your fundraisers are saying, hey, I got a check, I entered an offline donation, it's not showing up in my goal, well, that makes sense. We don't ever have unverified donations show up as part of the goal until they've been verified. If you want to change that, let us know. It's a modification that we can make on our end. Also, through the fundraising headquarters, you have the ability to promote the event via email. To do this, your fundraisers would want to go and add contacts, which they can do in a number of different ways. They can add email addresses individually. From their contact book, you have the option of adding information from an email server. You can import contacts, select them specifically from an email server where it will be pulled from LinkedIn, a CSV file, or you can upload contacts through a CSV template. And you just click on here, the template would download, they would fill out the template, and then they would be able to import the contacts here and then send emails. Now, from the campaign admin, as an administrator, you will have the option of creating fundraiser email templates. Now, there's one that we've designed by default. It's outreach to potential donors. And when you select here, it will populate that information. We strongly suggest and encourage that you create additional email templates for your fundraisers to help them, give them the tools that they need so that way they can be effective in meeting their goal that's going to serve your cause. Now, in order for a fundraiser to send an email, they need to verify their email address. Upon registration, there's going to be an email that gets sent to them. The verify email link is within that email, unless somebody on your team has decided to create a new email, maybe they didn't add it, or if they wanted to create an email just for the verify email. But if you get feedback from your fundraiser saying, I can't send an email, I get stuck on the screen, chances are that they haven't verified their email address. And so as a way of going to see that, you just want to go to the admin panel, and under email, you would be able to see the autoresponders that have gone out. You can just search by the email address. You can resend it. You can even send them the link yourself. So that way they'll be able to send out emails from their headquarters. From the promote via social media and the social auto post section, your fundraisers can connect to their social accounts, and then they can set up for auto posts to go out based off of activity. If they got a donation, if they made their goal, there's a couple of different options that they can do, and it's just a way of them staying engaged with their social networks. Now, the last thing that I want to show you from this view is the View My Page. This is your fundraiser's personal page. They have the option of adding their own hero image or their own profile image. Both of these can be you can add default from the back end, from the media library, so that way if they don't do this, then there's still going to be images that are here. They have the option of adding images or media through the media widget that we have that's in the middle of their page. They have the option of modifying the page title and the welcome message, which again, you can have defaults that are set up in case they don't do either of those things. They're able to add a photo. This would be the profile image that would go right here. They can see what their URL is, or they can change it. And if they want to be a moderator to the Facebook, to the comments that are submitted down here from their peers, they would just need to get their Facebook ID and then submit it to Facebook, and they could be moderator of comments on their own page. Once they've done these things, they'll be in a good position to do fundraising on behalf of you. If you have any questions about the fundraiser's headquarters, please let us know, and we're happy to help. Support@rallybound.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.